Hey, how's it going, guys? I figured I'd give you guys a quick update before I actually jump into the next match. I'm still here. I have not ignored you guys. I've just been wanting to build up a lot of Pokemon that I can actually choose from to bring you guys not just a series of battles with the same freaking team. Just like being able to change it up, to have options overall is what I'm going for. I've only got like 9 things EV'd ready to go. A couple of these are perfect, which is kind of cool. Kangaskhan, for whatever reason, has spec attack. Galvantula has attack too. That's great. Let's run Giga Impact on this thing. Right, Zed? Good idea. Anyways, a couple of other things EV'd as well. In this box, I really want to do a session where I look like a bad battler, and I have in-game like Mewtwo, and I have like Blaziken and Charizard, but it's all gonna be EV'd. Like, it'll be fun. And then this thing really wants to have an Assault Vest, like really freaking badly. I've marked which ones are 31s. These things are guaranteed 3 of them. I thought this was a 31. It's a 30, and that kind of pisses me off. Just because I was doing the IV checks as soon as I got them. But everything else looks fantastic on these guys. I've got that thing, you know, bred, ready to go. That thing's bred, ready to go. This dude had Dragon Dance and Outrage. I have to go ahead and hard scale this back on. This guy is more or less ready to go. I don't know if it really has any egg moves or if I want to rebreed for them. Adamant Infiltrator, just because that tricking through that sub and other stuff, other shenanigans, like sucker punching through sub, sounds really fun. So, I got an Inkay. I also have this little lady. She came out with Switcheroo, and she came out flawless too. So that U-turn does maximum damage to Celebi. No, that's not really going to be a likely thing. Finished up with those guys yesterday, and then I finished up with this guy like 5 minutes before I started recording this. So those guys are going to be all raised up, ready to go in the near future. And then I've just got a bunch of stuff like ready to be bred, but I haven't really gotten to it because I've been making... Okay, so this is all right here, like competitive stuff that is ready to go, ready to trade off to other people in exchange for other parents. Like, it's nuts. I've been working on this shit like nonstop, and I just get boxes full of parents, so I have options. And then that basically explains where my past like 2.5 weeks have gone. I've been exchanging for breeding sets so I can have options. And yeah, I'll have better battles soon, I promise. Like, not all this in-game garbage. Everybody else started doing competitive shit. It's just like, well, I'm here, I'm doing whatever I can with my time, and yeah. But figured I'd let you guys know that before we jump into the next game, so we'll just jump into it right now. So some of you guys might have already seen that update video. It turns out that the battle I uploaded was just an HD version of one that I had already uploaded in the past. So I figured I'll just take that video down and we'll try it again with something fresh. This is something I actually consider my first real competitive match, like, uploaded on my channel. I mean, I did have a couple against Zed, a couple of other people that I didn't really, I don't know. I also have another one, but this is the first one I have uploaded onto my channel. I'm still very much EVing a lot of those things that you see in the video, as well as getting my stock together. But when it's all said and done, I hope to have like a full box of stuff ready to go by December, and we're coming along beautifully. But jumping onto the main game, me and Nick played 3 games, and this was the tiebreaker. I won the first one. Nick like rolled me in the second one, and then this was the third one. So we'll see who ends up winning this best of 3. I think he's gonna end up uploading the first 2 onto his channel. I missed out on the KO by 1, and yeah, he told me he had 1 HP. The only reason I went for the Thunder is because I wanted to take it out and then get my Sticky Web up on the next turn, because I figured, hey, there's not a lot of things I can outspeed Galvantula on his team outside of maybe this Choice Scarf Rotom, so it ended up being completely moot anyway, because I didn't know he was Scarfed until like now. But if he went for a Hydro Pump on Galvantula next turn, then hey, that would have been a thing. So I switched up the item on this thing between games. I told him it was Focus Sash on the first one, and I switched it up for Life Orb because that's the kind of guy I am. Galvantula's running Focus Sash. I think I only have 1 Focus Sash right now, so I figured we'll put Life Orb on Spiritomb and we'll see what kind of progress I can get there. This, I immediately regret going for the Mega on the very first turn, because this Spiritomb proceeds to just troll the living hell out of my team. There's nothing I can do about it now that I've lost my Scrappy, and I know he's going to be expecting the Sucker Punch because that's a thing that Kangaskhan runs commonly. The only reason he would be bringing it in is if he wanted to burn me, so I decided, hey, I'm going to go into my Dragalge. and just end up taking the Will-O-Wisp because it's really the only thing I have on my team that wants to take it outside of Alakazam, but I don't know his full set yet, so I don't want to take a Shadow Sneak or a Sucker Punch in return. That would be pretty nasty. I ended up going for a Pain Split. I don't... Oh, other thing I forgot, Nick, if you're watching this Dragalge didn't have an item on it in the first 2 games. I took off Black Sludge for whatever reason, and it just stayed off. I don't know why. Randomly switch up moves here just to be able to go for the... I don't know, just to show more of my set, I guess. He was probably going to end up death foddering that anyway. It's a good time to pivot it in. So, he goes into Diggersby. Wow, this thing is kind of a problem. I figured, wow, I don't want anything else to take a huge power Earthquake, so I'm actually just going to let it die from here. Like, I have nothing else I want to switch in on that and, like, a quick attack as well. So, the Fake Out is really obvious, but I'm still going to go for it just to get some damage off. I prefer my switch-ins to Diggersby to be safe, and that's why I end up going for a Fake Out right there. If I was still, like, not Mega, I would have been able to Power-Up Punch on this next turn, the Spiritomb, and then just go for the scrappy, you know, Power-Up Punch, and then just kind of deal with him from there, hopefully. But this is why it's not always best to hit the Mega button immediately, and I am learning this more and more with every battle I decide to use Mega Kangaskhan in. So, decide to go into my Alakazam because I figure, hey, he's going to end up Will-O-Wisping. It turns out he has Will-O-Wisp, Confuse Ray, Pain Split, and I don't think we've seen the 4th move yet. If we have, it was Pursuit. If not, then, hey, we'll see Pursuit in a little bit as well. I ended up going for a Dazzling Gleam right there to try to take him out. I might have shown him that earlier on in the game, in Game 2 or whatever. Maybe I should have told him earlier. I honestly don't remember. But now that I know a really good chunk of his set, if not all of... Actually, I know all of his set at this point. I have a Garchomp with Sub. So I figure the best opportunity I have right here is to just sub on him. It's just sub 3 attacks, so it's nothing really too special. But I am just going to go for an Earthquake, do as much damage as I can to whatever wants to come in. And it turns out I still don't take out the Diggersby. Like, these well-bred Pokemon, I'm assuming these all have like 31 in their appropriate sets. They need to have them. But this is why we go for the 31, so we can live these hits with a little amount of damage, take my sub out before it ends up dying with a quick attack. And then, like, if his Diggersby ended up dying, he would have had to go into something else and he would have taken even more damage. But because he took out my sub, I am in immediate danger of taking an Ice Beam from this thing. And these things are really scary. So I figure, hey, it is a stab Ice Beam now because it does get stab on everything, but this is a pretty bulky Mega Bomb. I'm pretty sure I can just go ahead and take it on. Now that I've shown him Fake Out as well, like, I guess on that previous turn he forgot where he took a couple Fake Outs that he had a Spiritomb, or I don't know what the deal was there. But try to go for a Sucker Punch just on the off chance, hey, whatever. You know, he won't switch or something silly like that. I know it was really stupid, but I'm looking at my team like, wow, I don't want anything else to get burned, so I end up just wasting a lot of turns right here. I really hate to see Kangaskhan just wasted like this, but everything else on my team is a physical attacker, and I need a safe switch, so I'm literally just sitting in here and dying to my own burn damage. It's the worst, but just to show that I can be a little bit aggressive as well, I believe I go for a Power-Up Punch on this turn because, hey, there's no sense in wasting the rest of my stuff. I probably should have just gone for returns just because I could have gotten another Power Punch off on this one as well. Or not a Power Punch, a Sucker Punch. They're all gone because of pressure now. But thinking about it, if I was to pick a move to waste, I definitely could have just picked return. Who knows, maybe a +2 burned Sucker Punch could have taken this thing out from that range. I honestly don't know, but I'm still not too worried about it. So, take some more Life Orb damage from that guy, or he takes more Life Orb damage. I still have a Belly Jet Azumarill lying in the weakness. I did not reveal that I actually owned one of these until Game 3. Games 1 and 2, I did not swap out my team at all, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it, we're swapping it in. I think I had a Noivern in place of that, so I figure I'm just gonna go for a Belly Drum right now. This is just Belly Drum, 3 attacks with leftovers, so try to recover a little bit while I am hopefully sweeping the rest of his team with Aqua Jets. Now, I'm at a range where I don't know whether or not I will live in Extreme Speed, but I guess it's worth a freaking shot. I'm gonna go for an Aqua Jet regardless, because it is the best thing I have. You know, it's stab, it's all that stuff. I figured, hey, maybe he might not have E-Speed. That's kind of a silly thing. If he went for Bullet Punch, it would have been neutral. Still would have done the same amount of damage. But it turns out I live it, so that's absolutely fantastic, and we're looking like we're going to be on a roll here, except for the fact that his Spiritomb does, in fact, have... No, I misplayed huge here, because I don't have... What do I have on here? I think I have Aqua Tail or Waterfall instead of Play Rough. I could definitely put Play Rough instead of that, and the only water move I need is probably going to end up being Aqua Jet. But if I had Play Rough, it would have been a straight sweep from here, which is absolutely fine. But it turns out +6 Aqua Jet does not take out Spiritomb stock. And then I would have been good to go, except for the fact that I hit myself at +6 power, and I just take myself out. But despite that, it's great, because his Spiritomb is in here. I needed his Spiritomb to be in the active spot in order to secure myself the game, because all I have to do is substitute as Spiritomb comes in. If Pursuit would have done enough to break my sub, which I honestly highly doubt it, being that it's only 60 base power, Garchomp's got a pretty respectable amount of bulk as well. It just doesn't break the sub, and I'm really glad for that. So I get to take him out with an Earthquake right now, and because I'm still behind a sub, I don't think his Greninja will be able to take an Earthquake, even from the range that it's at, which I'm pretty sure is like low yellow in the first place. So yeah, he can break my sub with that, but that's going to be the end of Game 3. I think he saved Games 1 and 2. I was not the biggest fan of either one, but he saved all 3 because Versus Recorder can now save 100 videos. Why not? Why not? It's material. I figured I'd be a little bit more selective. But yeah, that game was a 1-0 in my favor. So that was a fun little series I had with Nick, but I figured I would just show off the tiebreaker. And that's the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is definitely a little bit of a step up from that last Klefki thing I uploaded. If you guys did enjoy it, though, you can leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. Definitely going to have some more battles coming up in the near future. I'll do my best, absolute best, to get one going every week and try to put a new poke on my team as well. I've got plenty of things already bred sitting in my box, almost ready to go. I just have to take the time to EV them, and then I'll probably have like 12 to 18 new things sitting. Just because I've got like 9 EV'd, and then there's like a really good selection of stuff that just needs items and just needs EVs, and that's it. So I think that should do it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.